Hey, what's up everyone? It's Dave, and we are back with our next reading of the Old Testament. If you have not been following along with us, we are in the book of Deuteronomy. We have completed the New Testament, so you can check out that playlist on our channel. And then, of course, if you want to catch up with us, you can click on the Old Testament the Old Testament playlist and start at Genesis 1. All right. Today we'll be reading out of my New King James Version Bible. So if you don't have a Bible, remember that you can go to Bible.com and read for free. There's also a whole bunch of apps that you can download on your phones and read for free as well. I personally use the YouVersion app because I like some of the daily things that it offers for you on there as well. And of course, if you want to buy a Bible, there's links down below. There's actually a link to this specific Bible. All right. Check out my readers. There's sunglass readers. All right, which is really helpful today because the sun's in my face. All right. Today, Deuteronomy chapter 9. All right. Only 29 verses today. Looks like it's going to only cover one topic as well. Goodness. Israel's rebellions reviewed. So it looks like we're going to talk about all the rebellions that Israel went through. And if you've been following along or you know the Bible at all, they went through a lot. All right, these aren't the sexiest readers, but they work. All right, let's get started. Hear, O Israel, you are to cross over the Jordan today. Today. And go into the disposed nations greater and mightier than yourself, cities great and fortified up to heaven, a people great and tall, the descendants of the Anakim, who you know, and of whom you have heard it said, who can stand before the descendants of Anak. Therefore understand today that the Lord your God is he who goes over before you as a consuming fire, and he will destroy them and bring them down before you, so you shall drive them out and destroy them quickly, as the Lord has said to you. Do not think in your heart after the Lord your God has cast them out before you, saying, because of my righteousness the Lord has brought me in to possess this land. But it is because of the wickedness of these nations that the Lord is driving them out before you. I was just thinking about that before I read it. I'm like, why not pick a place where there aren't people already? But now we know why. It is not because of your righteousness or the uprightness of your heart that you go in to possess their land, but because of the wickedness of these nations that the Lord your God drives them out from before you, that he may fulfill the word which the Lord swore to your fathers, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Therefore understand that the Lord your God is not giving you this good land to possess because of your righteousness, for you are a stiff-necked people. Remember, do not forget how you provoked the Lord your God to wrath in the wilderness, from the day that you departed from the land of Egypt until you came to this place. You have been rebellious against the Lord. Also in Horeb you provoked the Lord to wrath, so that the Lord was angry enough with you to have destroyed you. When I went up into the mountain to receive the tablets of stones, the tablets of the covenant which the Lord made with you, then I stayed in the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. I neither ate bread nor drank water. Then the Lord delivered to me 2 tablets of stone written with the finger of God, and on them were the words which the Lord had spoken to you on the mountain from the midst of the fire in the day of the assembly. And it came to pass at the end of the 40 days and 40 nights, the Lord gave me the 2 tablets of stone, the tablets of the covenant. Then the Lord said to me, arise and go down quickly from here, for your people whom you brought out of Egypt have acted corruptly. They have quickly turned aside from the way which I commanded them. They have made themselves molten images. Furthermore, the Lord spoke to me, saying, I have seen this people, and indeed they are a stiff-necked people. Let me alone, that I may destroy them and blot out their name from under heaven, and I will make of you a nation mightier and greater than they. So I turned and came down from the mountain, and the mountain burned with fire, and the 2 tablets of the covenant were in my 2 hands. And I looked, and behold, you had sinned against the Lord your God, had made yourselves a molded calf. You had turned aside quickly from the way which the Lord had commanded you. Then I took 2 tablets and threw them out of my 2 hands and broke them before your eyes. And I fell down before the Lord as at the first 40 days and 40 nights. Neither I neither ate bread nor drank water because of your sin, which you committed in doing wickedly in the sight of the Lord, to provoke him to anger. For I was afraid of the anger and hot displeasure with which the Lord was angry with you, to destroy you. But the Lord listened to me at that time also. And the Lord was very angry with Aaron, and would have destroyed him. So I prayed for Aaron at the same time. Then I took your sin, the calf which you had made, and burned it with fire, and crushed it, and ground it very small until it was as fine as dust. I threw its dust into the brook that descended from the mountain. Also at Tabereth and Massah and Kibroth Hattaavah you provoked the Lord to wrath. Likewise, when the Lord sent you from Kadesh Barnea, saying, Go up and possess the land which I have given you, then you rebelled against the commandment of the Lord your God, and did not believe him nor obey his voice. You have been rebellious against the Lord from the day I knew you. Thus I prostrated myself before the Lord 40 days and 40 nights. I kept prostrating myself because the Lord had said he would destroy you. Therefore I prayed to the Lord and said, O Lord, do not destroy your people and your inheritance, from whom you have redeemed through your greatness, whom you have brought out of Egypt with a mighty hand. Remember your servants Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Do not look on the stubbornness of this people or on their wickedness or their sin, lest the land from which you brought us should say, Because the Lord was not able to bring them to the land which he promised them, and because he hated them, he has brought them out to kill them in the wilderness. Yet they are your people and your inheritance, whom you brought out by your mighty power and your outstretched arm. That concludes chapter 9 of the book of Deuteronomy. Pretty interesting book. I enjoy it so far. All right. It's Friday Eve, otherwise known as Thursday. So thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a blessed Thursday, and it's going to be a good day. God bless.
When life keeps falling and wonder where he is in all this mess, he's right there to guide you. Unseen, you're not alone.